This is Travis Cooper with the Weightlifting Scoop.
And James Tatum, and today we got a special episode. We're going to introduce you to a new guy on the team who's got a really big snatch, Trevor Britton.
No pun intended. 150 kilos, though.
So, Trevor, how do you like being on Team Muscle Driver USA?
I love it. So far, it's been great.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've been doing pretty good. First day, you came in and snatched a PR 146, and then later on snatched 150, or was that the same day?
No, that was the same day.
Same day, man. That was a fun day to watch. Watch you lifting over there.
I was pleasantly surprised. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, something about the atmosphere in a new place.
Definitely. Anytime you get into a new place, you can really just feed off of the people, the new environment. You get a little bit of a little extra adrenaline, I guess, and yeah, it really helped out that first day, without a doubt.
Well, I mean, it certainly did, because it was a good snatch.
Thank you.
So we got Travis Cooper here.
Yeah, you little bastard, snatching 150 on the first day. Good Lord. I tell you what, I mean, honestly, it's been a pleasure training with Trevor. He's going to be an awesome training partner. He's already hitting big weights. I mean, 150, that's a big weight. It's like you're snatching 150 out of the womb. How did that happen?
I have no idea. It's definitely not out of the womb. It's been a long time coming. Let's see. It's been almost a year where I was stagnant around mid-30s, and then the past few months I really started having a few breakthroughs and was able to hit that 150. And
yeah, it's not only Travis getting mad at you, man. I'm getting close to 150, trying to get there, and you come in the first day snatching 150.
Yeah, actually, I think Trevor had the highest snatch in the gym that day. Came in, snatched 150. Everybody was shutting up, really getting after it after that. So it was awesome. That's why we're building this team, is to have an awesome atmosphere full of people that can do things like that. So tell us a little bit about your background. Like, when did you get started with weightlifting? What's your previous athletic experience?
I've been doing general strength training, some form or another, about 8 years, roughly. I've done just a little bit of everything, back and forth, some gymnastics, some parkour, as crazy as that is. And
Parkour?
Yeah, it's like, outdoor gymnastics, running, jumping, climbing.
So you're going to be one of those people that makes a lift and then does a backflip right after, or?
I've definitely considered that. I have to practice it. You don't want to miss the backflip after you complete a lift. So we'll see how that goes.
I think what you got to do is, if you're going to do it out of meat, you got to make sure it's after your last clean and jerk, because nothing will be worse than after snatches getting hurt.
Yeah. It's definitely something you don't want to be, can I make this backflip or not? Yeah, you want to be certain, for sure. And then about 2.5 years ago, I started doing weightlifting just exclusively. And I've been doing that basically ever since.
Okay. Now, how'd you get introduced to weightlifting? I mean, how'd you find out about it? There's a lot of people out there that don't even know it exists.
I saw a Piros Dimas video of him doing a workout. He power snatched 150, power clean, power, and jerked 170, I think, in the video. And I was like, man, this guy is strong, and he doesn't even look like it. I want to try that. I've never tried that style before. I'd done some cleans, before, but that was so impressive to me. I was like, I'm going to train like this for a year. It was kind of a New Year's resolution almost. It was.
Yeah, I think a lot of people know that video too. Yeah. I mean, that's an impressive power clean that he does there.
Yeah.
That's an Iron Mind video. So are you a big fan of Iron Mind? Have you seen any of the DVDs or just that video on YouTube?
No, I haven't seen any of the DVDs, but I've seen several of the clips on YouTube and things like that. I've watched several of the Iron Mind videos on the YouTubes, the one they posted up there. They're great. They're great for inspiration, Watch some of the best in the world do amazing things.
So in the intro, I think everybody's wondering, why the hell did you choose Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Does that amp you up, or what?
Well, it used to get me so hyped when I was a kid. I think it just brings back those memories, and it's just something fun, I don't listen to that angry yelling music in the gym. That never helped me. So it just doesn't help me. So if something that's a little, it's got something to get me hype at the same time, keep it light, that usually helps me the most.
Yeah, so there's always, those types of songs that bring back memories or like a certain feeling. So if it's associated with something, it definitely helps. He also said that the Mortal Kombat song gets him amped up, and I know a few people who that also gets them amped up. So that was kind of funny.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
Test your might.
I might have to watch that one again sometime soon. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Ninja Turtle one. So I guess the point of the songs in the beginning is to so that was like your song that you wanted to be known by.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not? Here goes the new guy lifting. He's the Ninja Turtle guy.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
As one of the prerequisites for getting on the Swole Patrol, because me and Mike Zella are contemplating letting you on the Swole Patrol, is to have Ninja Turtle abs.
Okay.
Which Mike has those.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I'm working on the turtle shell.
You already like Ninja Turtles, so I could see it might be a good thing.
It won't be. It's just a matter of time. It's not an if, it's a when thing. I'm feeling pretty confident.
So, you're competing at Summer Strong this weekend, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, so James and I are going to be at Pan Am's, and then like we were saying in the last episode, a lot of these guys are competing this weekend, tomorrow at Summer Strong. So you guys will get to see how Trevor does there. How you feeling about that? Are you feeling fatigued from your first week of training? You feeling pretty fresh, or?
I feel actually pretty good. He's cut it down just a little bit this week in order to get ready for the competition, and I'm actually not feeling too bad. The legs feel decent, and just have to hit my minimum total and qualify for that A session for nationals.
Oh yeah, so you're just trying to get in the A session at nationals, and definitely be going for the snatch goal for sure. So yeah, what are your PRs at the moment?
150 and 165.
Okay, nice. So you've been cleaning a lot of PRs. You just gotta, clean up the jerk technique, and you'll be over the 175 hump at least soon.
Yeah, I've cleaned 175. I just can't get that jerk going. I've done 170 from the blocks on the jerk even. I just can't put it together.
Yeah, so the total you need is a 300 for A session, right?
Yeah, that's
that's a pretty hefty total for A session.
I was thinking so too. I don't really know all the 85s that can do 300, so I'm interested to see how deep that session goes.
I think what you need to do is go out there and snatch 151 and clean and jerk 149. I don't think many people have ever seen someone snatch more than they clean and jerk. Obviously, you can clean and jerk more than that. I was just saying it would be funny for people to see at that meet.
All right, I'll consider 150, 150.
You will confuse your competitors. So you say block work. What's your experience, or what do you like about blocks? Do you like them?
I do like using blocks. I didn't have access to them for probably the first year or so that I was training by myself.
And now that you're at the Muscle Driver gym, we got these nice fancy pendulum pulling blocks.
I haven't got to use them yet, but I'm excited to do so. It'll be nice.
So real quick, we actually do have a question that I'm going to let Trevor chime in on as well. From Andy Coggins in Georgia. It's about block work. He's talking about intermediate lifters as they're adding in sessions or trying to add volume to their program. Would block work be a good way to do that instead of adding more lifts in from the floor? So go ahead, James.
Sorry, I guess I jumped the gun on that one a little bit. So block work. Something interesting about block work. I can't stand it. I hate it. I told Glenn, if he ever wants me to make a PR on like clean and jerk or something, just have me do block snatches first, and I'll get so pissed off that I'm going to go out there and clean and jerk and get all my aggression out and make a PR. But on the real side of things, I should really probably focus more on block work. But like I was saying, it's not my favorite thing.
Trevor, what do you think about block work and adding volume to your program as an intermediate lifter?
I used to mix block work in. I would do my heavy days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays I would do block work. And it seemed to help me. I did it more to help me get underneath the bar faster. I felt like it helped me do that because I had such a hard time. I would always catch the bar so high. It was almost a power clean, even when I wasn't trying to.
Yeah, we know. When you were making 150, I think you power snatched 30 when you were warming up.
Yeah, I tend to do pretty well as far as the power movements, but yeah, I like the block. I was finally able to hit the bottom. My best clean is from the blocks, and I enjoy them. And as far as volume, I'm not really sure. I don't know if I have enough experience with it to really say if it's great for an intermediate as far as adding extra lifts to your workout week.
Well, I think coming from my perspective, I spend a lot of time with Glenn going to seminars, and we answer questions like this. And I think how we explain block work is the first pull takes a lot out of your back. So if you eliminate that first pull, it's less work overall. You can save your back a little bit and get more reps overhead. For someone like me personally, I don't have the perfect lockout, so I need a lot of extra reps catching heavy weights overhead. So having the opportunity to do more block work to add volume, I can save my back and work my catch position more. So I think it's a great way for an intermediate lifter to add volume to their program. Eventually, you want to teach yourself to do more reps off the floor.
Yeah, something I could say about that too. Other than just being able to improve like your ability to get underneath the bar and catch things lower, it also makes you go through the pool a lot faster. So let's say if you're on a blocks and it's a couple, maybe 6 inches off the floor, you're still doing pretty much the same pool, but you have to go through the motions a lot quicker. You have to learn how to react quicker, which in the long run will help you when you actually do go from the floor. You're going to feel like you're going to have all this time, even though you're pulling just as fast as you can, to get the bar into the right position, right into the hip and power position.
So getting back to the interview with Trevor, didn't mean to get too far off track, but block work could help Trevor as well get under that bar. I don't want to give him too many hints. He's already snatching 150, but but no, in all seriousness, what are your goals in weightlifting, and how is your pull so strong? I mean, are you a big deadlifter, or how did that happen?
I'm not really sure. My best deadlift is like 245, I think, so it's a little higher than my squat. But I've always had a pretty good vertical leap, so I think that I'm pretty quick, and that may compensate for some of the strength that I'm lacking in the pool.
Yeah, having a good vertical jump always seems to carry over to the snatch, especially. In the clean and jerk, definitely too, but in the snatch, it seems like people who are great snatchers can jump pretty high. Now, what is your vertical or like box jump, or do you have some random number out there you can throw at us?
Recently, I did 58-inch box jump. I've done 11-foot broad jump, and my vertical's somewhere between 36 and 40 right now. I haven't tested in a while, but the last time I tested, it was 36, and I feel like it may have gone up a little.
Well, I mean, 36 pretty legit. I don't know how much better you can get. I mean, that's a good vertical.
Yeah, that's very good. I mean, obviously you can jump, you can move, strong dude. Now, what kind of strength work did you do before? Were you squatting before weightlifting? What is your best squat?
Yeah, I did squats, mainly parallel squats, box squatting. I didn't really get into the full range of motion, Olympic-style high bar squatting until about 2.5 years ago. I had never really done much front squatting before that, but my best back squat now is 231. My best front squat's 215.
Okay, nice. So is that something, like, what are your immediate goals as far as, like, obviously nationals coming up? We got, the American Open. What are your goals immediately, and what are your goals in the future in this sport?
Immediately, I want to hit that 320, I think it is, A-team total, and bump up my stipend a little bit. That would be nice. That's my immediate goal. I'd love to be in the 330s by the time the American Open rolled around. I'd love to be able to total somewhere around there. And long term, I just, I want to see how far I can take it. I want to be as strong as I possibly can. Wherever that takes me, that's where I'll end up. But yeah, I just want to see where I can go.
I mean, ultimately, most people on the team want to make the Olympics, so obviously that's one of your goals as well, right?
Yeah, I would not turn down the Olympics if I could make it there.
I've never heard it put that way. I would not turn down the Olympics.
Yeah, that's where everyone wants to go, and I'm no exception.
Sure. Well, I guess we got to go train. We're going to start wrapping this up, but Trevor Britton, he's going to be a name you hear, and maybe, at Nationals, he's going to be making some noise. So, do you have a blog or a Twitter or anything you want to plug real quick?
No, I don't. I'm not a social network kind of guy. I'm not so much on the social media.
All right. Well, tweet us your questions. We'll try to do a good job at answering all the questions that we get at WLiftingScoop, and email us at theweightliftingscoop@gmail.com. And James?
And I got a gym out in Smithfield, North Carolina. It's called CrossFit Smithfield, and we're going to start doing a lot more weightlifting competitions out there. We got one coming up real soon. It's going to be a small, unsanctioned meet, but eventually we're going to have some sanctioned meets in there, and look forward to hearing some more about that and get some competition in your belt.
Well, you said that one of your goals is to kind of start coaching some juniors out there, get a lot of junior lifters in the gym, right?
Yeah, that's really what I would love to do, is kind of help grow the sport of weightlifting, get some of the younger people in there, and because it really is a fun sport, and it's great for pretty much almost all ages. So I'd like to get a bunch of young guys out there, young girls too, and get them the experience, let them see where this sport can take them, pretty much just like everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. That's the whole point of our team, is to grow the sport of weightlifting, and hopefully, that will happen. So thanks, Trevor. Thanks for coming on the show, and look forward to training with you. You're going to push me to new heights, as well as James and the rest of the guys.
Yeah, so check out CrossFitSmithfield.com, and they got some of the weightlifting stuff on there.